Emeritum is Latin for those having merited discharge by service. Since 2013, Emeritum is the honorary title that Snoaeth Lalem Langara College has given to retiring or retired faculty and staff to recognize their outstanding contributions in teaching, research, service, or leadership in a professional field. I'm honored to share with you the stories of those who've been recognized by their colleagues for their service, innovation, and their care.
In 2020, Snoaeth Lalem Langara College recognized the 2020 Emeritum Award recipients, Barbara Binns, Lynn Carter, and Duncan Mccallum. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Barbara, Lynn, and Duncan once again for their outstanding contribution to teaching, service, or leadership, and to all of those whose names were put forward as nominees.
Barbara Binns, Faculty Emeritum, Interdisciplinary Studies.
It was a phenomenal experience, and I talk about it all the time, and I always keep on saying it's the best job I've ever had, and I've had a lot of jobs.
Barbara Binns is a retired Langara instructor and coordinator in the Interdisciplinary Studies Department from 1988 to 2006, teaching primarily in women's studies and Canadian studies. Born in Jamaica and Canadian since the 1960s, Barbara earned degrees in nursing, education, and social work.
I have so much fond memories of Langara that it's difficult to say the fondest. But for me, what comes to mind is the camaraderie of the place, the friendliness, the supportiveness. There was a oneness, because it always seemed like we all working towards a common cause. And the common cause was to do what is best, to provide the kind of information to the students that will enable them, quote unquote, to become active participants in the society. Also, the opportunity I had to share ideas with the students. Because for me, as I always say to the students, that no one person has a monopoly on knowledge. You also have no knowledge. And I may be standing here as your instructor, but there's also something you can teach me. So almost at the end of the class, there was always something a student said, part of a discussion, that would inform my lecture for the following class. And I was fortunate enough that even now, 15 years off, and for some students who, when I came to Langara in the 80s, who are still, they know they become my friends. And all across Canada. So they're still my friend, they're still a significant part of my life, and they now also have kids, and I've also adopted the kids, and the kids have become my surrogate. And I always say to the students at the end of every semester, for now until eternity, our lives are forever intertwined.
An outstanding instructor, she has devoted the last 20 years of her life to improving the lives of women in developing countries and to combating racism in Canada. She inspired students and colleagues through her extensive work in anti-racism, community development, human rights, and international development. Barbara has received many awards and accolades for her work in the community, including the Rosemary Brown Award for Women in 2005 and the Development Education Award in 1994. In 2019, she was honored as a 49 Langaran.
I took away from Langara that I had within me the ability, i.e., to function within an academic institution, because most of my stuff was out there in the field, international development. So that's what I took away. And I took away from Langara also a different sense of myself and who I can be in the world.
Lynn Carter, Faculty Emerita, Social Services.
Being honored as an Emeritum by Langara College is a wonderful way to end my career. To be in the company of some of the other honorees, it's quite remarkable. and something that I never expected or anticipated. So to find myself in the company of people that I worked alongside of, admired and enjoyed very much, and to finish my career as an Emeritum is just marvelous.
Lynn Carter is well known at Langara College for her superior leadership in teaching, in curriculum development, and in policy development. Lynn was also a vital and contributing member of the broader social services community and maintained excellent connections so she could provide integrated experiential learning opportunities for her students in the community. Lynn served as president of the Greater Vancouver Community Services Society for many years. She was also instrumental in the development of a regulatory system for the social work profession in British Columbia and chaired the Board of Registration for Social Workers.
I think one of the things that I found the most wonderful among many wonderful experiences at Langara was spending time with my children. All 5 of my children began their academic studies at Langara and then went on to other universities. And so I got to spend a year or 2 with one of my children coming to my office so that we could go for lunch. That is a cherished time.
In her role as president of the Langara Faculty Association, Lynn was the epitome of professionalism, dedication, and honesty.
I would encourage anyone engaged with, whether it's a work community or any sort of community, to make an effort to contribute to that. That's what keeps it vibrant, that's what keeps it current, and that's what keeps it exciting, and it keeps you engaged as well as others. And it's very gratifying, particularly when you come to the end of your career, to look back on the contributions you may have been able to make to that community. And to know that it was an important part of your life. And the importance, of course, is generated by your engagement and the level of your involvement with the community. I just think it's a moral obligation that all of us carry.
Duncan Mccallum, Director Emeritum Athletics and Faculty Emeritum Kinesiology. What does being honored as an emeritum mean to you?
I was very honored. I think that I've joined some fellow teachers who contributed an awful lot to the school, and I hope that I will always be remembered for my contribution to the athletic program at Langara.
The college itself was like part of the family, whether it was the student athletes themselves, but also the kinesiology, the human performance staff. I remember Dr. Lenvoy, I remember Bob Baker, I remember all these staff members as well, and it was a larger, almost extended family, and we enjoyed that as a family, and I know my dad thoroughly enjoyed it.
Duncan was the men's basketball coach at Langara College, formerly Vancouver Community College, from 1970 to 1991. He was the institution's first and longest-serving director of athletics, a title he held from 1970 until retirement in 1994. During that time, he led 10 BC teams to the Ccaa championships. He ran one of the most successful and decorated athletic programs in the province and one of the top college athletic programs in Canada. In 1999, the British Columbia Colleges Athletic Association created the Ccaa Duncan Mccallum Men's Basketball Fair Play Award. This award is in his honor for his many years of dedication to college basketball in Canada.
He was really tough. He expected a lot of the students, but from the outside looking in, people probably didn't understand it, but the students really bought into it and I think really enjoyed their time with him.
Duncan has also spent time in the classroom and was an instructor in the kinesiology department throughout his tenure at the college.
Once I knew that I had the job, I was totally excited because I'd always wanted to coach at the college level, and this gave me the opportunity to teach and coach.
So his longevity of service, I think, speaks to his passion, how he found his passion. It was coaching and teaching and supporting the young men and women that were in the classroom or on the court. But he just loved it so much here, and it was a fantastic time for us all.
Congratulations to all of the honorees. You are an inspiration to all of us.
Thank you for all that you have contributed to Snaweath Lalem Langara College. We are a stronger institution and community because of you. Congratulations.